It's big. No matter what way you look at it, it's big. As you can see. Now we're getting down to the third trailer. And you might just be able to hear it. I know I'm walking and it's a bit shaky, but well, never mind. There you go. And this trailer has an engine in it. Now for those of you who like facts and figures, well, between the two engines it's just on 1100 horsepower, which it actually needs to pull 500 tonne. And explain the 500 tonne, well, it's around 150 tonne unloaded, sometimes up to 200, and then you put the load on top, which is of course iron ore. Iron ore, you say? Well, there we go. This is the Bass Pit up at FMG, up in the Pilbara. But meanwhile, we're still walking along the trailers. We're along the fourth trailer at the moment. You can't see the rest if I turn around. Well, there we go. But we'll come back. This sucker's big, make no mistake. Now these things, well, they just tip. Now this side panel you can see here, that will extend out and that opens up, and then the whole unit tips over towards the camera here. But best it doesn't do it while we're out here. It could be tricky. So that'll bring us to the rear of it. You can see what I mean by a half an hour walk just to get round it. Checking all the tyres is an interesting thing. And here is the rear of it. Truck number 59. As you'll see, there's not a lot to be said for the rear end, but that probably applies to me as well. Not much to be said for the front end either, come to think of it. And there's the truck from another angle. There's another one up there. And he's just moving off to get loaded. We'll walk back to the cab in a minute and say hello to Rob. I did talk about the engine on this third one. This is the radiator cooling system at the back of this trailer. So remember, this is the third trailer in the unit. Now this has an automatic gearbox. It's controlled from the cabin. Cummins engine. Those of you who know luxury boats like Sunseekers and Fairlines, they run on Cummins engines as well. Although the engine in this beast is what they call a stationary engine. It's so big it was never designed to be in a truck. But being Australia, where we do things big, they decided they needed a special truck. These of course are an off-road truck. You can't take these on the highway. They're 10 feet wide, and if any of you know the old trucking country and westy song, give me 40 acres and I'll turn this mother around, well, it might just make sense to you. We're back again. You've been alright here by yourself? Rob's been okay. Yeah, well, I got a bit lost, but I've managed to find my way back again. So now we'll jump in the truck and see you doing it all.
Just walked 180 metres to get back.
That's exactly right, mate. I appreciate the information. At my early stage in the game, I need the information. We'll join you in the cab if we may, Rob. Thank you very much. Now here we are inside the cabin with Rob. We're about to load up.
I better move up.
You better move up. Well, this is what he's got to do. That's one gearbox there. There's a part of the automatic one down there which is moving us off. We're not actually, that's all a bit loose and floppy.
No, that's not in gear yet. That's the
truck.
No. Truck's not in gear.
Exactly, it's not in gear. It's loose and floppy. It's been drinking last night, but we haven't, have we, Rob?
No.
No.
Oh, I had a few, yeah.
But it's alright, you blew in the bag this morning and nothing happened.
Morning, yeah, I'm allowed to drive.
Yeah, nothing happened with mine either, but that's because I don't know how to work the blow in the bag machine. But they gave me a naught anyhow.
Dump trucks over there if you want to have a look.
Yes. A few dump trucks. That's not a pendulum there, that's hanging, that's a microphone.
That's a microphone.
Yeah. As we ring up and tell people we're lost, we don't know where we are.
If you want to actually get one of the truckloads, that'd be good.
Yep. So we swing over here, and that other truck you saw is now being loaded with iron ore.
I'll go forward so the mirrors
Oh, thanks.
He's just called the truck forward to move up to the next trailer so he can load it. So he'll start moving forward, and when he's gone far enough, the loader driver will say, "Stop there, you're right," or some such words. I hope they're not too bad because we're filming it. Righto, we start moving in now as the other truck moves off. He's just put the hammer down, yeah.
Movie start.
307.4, Rob.
And that's our tonnage.
Thank you very much, Roscoe.
37.0.
307 tonne and a half.
You there, Humble? Yeah.
Time to go.
On the go.
Yeah, take your time coming around. This floor's bogging up here. I've got to do a bit of work on it.
And we start heading out. In case you think this bonnet's long, the bonnet is 8 foot long. So if you're a sort of 5'6" person or something or other, you have got a lot of room to lie down on that bonnet. But I'd suggest you don't. Just mentioning the horsepower, I talked a little bit about it earlier on, but at the front here we've got about 750 horses. And down there in the middle on that third trailer we've got around 600. So that 600 is pushing us, and the 750 at the front is pulling us. So could call it a push-pull operation, which is a term that's used in trucking and of course also in the railways. You wouldn't want to stand in front of it because it ain't going to stop. We mentioned brakes before, Rob, in terms of stopping it. How long to pull her up?
Yes, Greg. Now, at 500 tonne at 60 kilometres an hour, with good brakes, takes 300 metres to stop this animal.
And what about the truck? Now, of course, we're on a dirt road, so the road has to be watered all the time to keep the dust down for the environment and also to make it safer for everybody on the haul road. So this is how it's done. Trucks continually coming up and down, watering away. Yeah, it gets a bit bumpy.
Yeah, it's a bit bumpy. Railway line.
Kenworth's tough, but Kenworth never ever understood driver comfort. Not in their book. Yeah, in case you wonder where we are, we're up in the Pilbara. This is the Chichester Ranges over there, the Fortesque floodplain, which leads into the Fortesque River, which eventually washes out into the Indian Ocean. Beautiful area around here. Well, when you're not looking at truck mirrors and things. That takes a lot of effort to push all this up over a hill. Thank God we've got two engines because you and I couldn't do it, could we? No.
We're not pushing anything. We do bad enough to push a spare tyre up here.
Yeah. Well, we wouldn't. We'd call a mechanic.
No, we
wouldn't
wouldn't.
Yeah.
We don't push anything.
No, just our luck. I guess the closest tourist spot that people would know are the magnificent Hamersley Ranges, which are not far away from here, in the vicinity. So places like Tom Price, Newman, Mount Newman, Nullagine, and on up to Marble Bar and cross up to Headland, etc. Well, I suppose we better go and tip something off, hadn't we?
Yeah, better.
Alright. Now we're coming around onto what's called a finger, where the trailers are dumped. And with luck you might be able to see the guy in front of us starting to, well, he's on his third trailer, the middle trailer, which is the powered one. He's already dumped the rear two. He'll start moving along as that starts to pour out. That's pretty high grade iron ore that you're looking at. Not processed, of course. Started pouring out from our rear trailer. Bit hard to see. Of course, health and safety means we can't get out anywhere near this when it's moving, doing this operation. You should be able to get a little bit of an idea of it just from looking in that bottom mirror. And when it stops flowing, is watching it in the mirror. You'll put that trailer up, close the door and move on to the next one. And we'll do our last trailer, or for us it's the front trailer. See the door going down, hydraulic of course. And then the trailer, whole trailer starting to tip. If you look down there, just see the ore starting to pile out. There's quite an art and a skill to this. All over bar the shouting. And back up she comes. Trailer sits down in there. Shut the gate, it's all over. Now we've dumped our load and we're getting ready for the return journey to pick up more. Just thought I'd show you, just to put this in perspective. Now Rob is 6'1", so just have a look where the headlights are. They're basically shoulder height on him. That'll give you some idea of the size of this motor.
Righto folks, we've given you a small insight into the mining industry of super truckies. You can see Greg is in the seat, keen to go. We gotta go because we can't film this bit. Okay, hope you enjoyed it. See you later.
That's all folks. See ya.